9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. You know what it means. It is Timeless Elite Wednesday with your Timeless Elite, your PR princess, whatever you want to call me. Stone Cold Courtney is with you on this final week of Chicago residency for AEW Dynamite and Collision. And we already have a stack one, and we are kicking it off with the quarterfinals for the tag team championships. The winner of this match will face off against the Hurt Syndicate at Forbidden Door. We have the Outrunners and the Young Bucks. And this is going to be a very fun match. We do see the Outrunners backstage. We already kicked off the show with a promo highlighting our main event, Hangman Adam Page and Jon Moxley. The rematch. Everybody is banned from ringside. No rules, no disqualifications. It's going to be fun. I'm surprised. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at this because you know the Young Bucks are not the EVPs anymore. And if you saw, their name is not popped up. And well, it's kind of interesting that they're not EVPs anymore. It's gonna be very interesting. I know. It's really funny. It's kind of pretty hilarious. But here we go with this tag team match. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. Feel free to put in the chat who you guys got. Feel free, but this is definitely going to be a fun match between these two, and the Outrunners are no slouches. Talent name. It is hilarious. We also got the Outrunners. Hold on for a second. Sorry. Very rarely my dog ever comes in here, and the only reason in here because I heated up food. That's why. But the Outrunners are on fire. Thank you, Boza. Merritt was on his high horse while. Oh well, he thinks it's an exhibition, but he tends to forget who was the one that gave Mercedes Moné her first loss. That was my client, Toni Storm. Don't you forget about that. She's not had many losses, but who was able to give her the first? This is why the Young Bucks are always one of the best tag teams, because you cannot deny their wrestling ability. You really can't. I'm kind of at 50-50 because I would love for the Outrunners to advance, but I have a feeling where this is going to go with this tournament. I just have this feeling that I know where this is going to go with this tournament, and I have a feeling it's going to be probably FTR versus the Young Bucks. Another round of a quote-unquote rivalry that I really don't care much about. I'm going to be very, very honest. I don't really care. But I'm happy some of the other tag teams are doing that. And of course, tomorrow they are doing semi-final matches tomorrow on Collision Live tomorrow. It's tomorrow night, not Saturday. So make sure to remind your DVRs, your reminders, whatever you watch on TV. And this is what makes the Young Bucks good. This is what makes the Young Bucks really good and versatile as a tag team. Yep, Boza, they just confirmed 2 tomorrow. Gates of Agony versus Brody King and Bandino. And FTR against the Bang Bang Gang. What is he doing? What is Nicholas doing? Yelling at Tony Schiavone. Everybody's yelling at Tony Schiavone. Stokely. Why are you yelling at Tony Schiavone? Okay, so this match is, even though this match is going on now, it's on picture-in-picture. I'm actually going to take a quick break, so feel free to get your beverage, get everything else, and I will be right back. Sorry about that. My dogs never usually come in here. The only time they come in here is if they have food on here, and I very rarely ever have food in my domain. But I don't know. I don't know what's with them. But anyways, we're back. We do have a lot more stuff to come. As I said, Ricochet taking on Mark Briscoe, rematch from Double or Nothing. We also, as I mentioned, Hangman, Moxley, the main event. My client, Toni Storm, along with my newest client, Alex Windsor, taking on Athena and Billie Starkz. We're also going to have MJF in the building, and we're also going to have the return of Christian Cage. So lots of happening in their final week of Chicago, and they want to end with a bang. And I know Bosa, he said he wants the Outrunners to win, but feel free to put in the chat on who do you guys have winning this quarterfinal for the tag team titles. You got the Young Bucks and you got the Outrunners. I mean, as much as I would love for the Outrunners to win, I just have this feeling that the Young Bucks are going to win. And there's a reason why the Young Bucks, and like, it's nothing against it personally. You can't take away their wrestling ability because they are 3-time tag team champions. So that's something you can't take away from them being 3-time because, you know, the wrestling ability, the matches, that's them. That is them. And we're back live with the quarterfinal match for World Tag Team Title Eliminator match. The Outrunners taking on the Young Bucks. The winners will advance onto the semifinals. And the winner of this tournament will get a tag team title opportunity against the Hurt Syndicate at Forbidden Door. Hi, Roland Bird. Thank you for joining on Timeless Elite Wednesday with me. Not CEO Wednesday, because Zed can be salty all he wants. My client won, and he needs to get over it. He thinks it was an exhibition, but they took themselves to the limit in that match. So. This is where the synergy of the Young Bucks come in. Kick out made by Truth Magnum. And also, I just found out something, because I know for the tag team division, they do have like FTR and the Young Bucks as the heels. But I feel like for the tag team division, they need a very strong baby face to go up against them. And then the Hurt Syndicate, because even though they look like they can be faces, I still think they can play heels. Nice double team by the Young Bucks. 1, 2. Kick out made by Truth Magnum. That's why it wouldn't hurt for AEW to create a few strong babyface tag teams, because I don't know what's going to happen with the status of Private Party. I know my client's the Acclaimed. Caster and Bowens are pretty much at each other's throats. We saw a collision last week. I think both of them do need therapy, but it's only a matter of time, because I do think I've manifested that they will unite in 2026. I just want them to get on their solo paths. So it's kind of interesting to see. Turbo Floyd. Truth Magnum, are they feeling it? They are feeling it. They're feeling it, and you son of a bitch. Oh, what a super kick made by the Young Bucks. I know that kind of has to hurt, and the fans are booing. Another super cut. Nice kind of part by Turbo Floyd. I love that the fans are really getting behind the Outrunners. They're feeling it. You son of a bitch. And then they do the muscles. I love that. Kick out made by the Young Bucks. Oh my goodness. Off the top rope. Yeah, this is where, like, when the synergy comes in with the Young Bucks, this is something that you kind of don't want to take your eyeball off of them. There's a reason why they're 3-time tag team champions. Kick out made by Truth Magnum. I gotta give credit to the Outrunners. They are resilient. Gotta give them credit on that. It's just that's one of the things I want them to do, is to keep building signature wins, continue building that, because I do see them being a top tier tag team. Oh, that'd be crazy if the Outrunners won. And also feel free to put in the chat. And I think it was a low blow right there. It looked like it. And why are they putting their hands? Oh, the referee shoved. They wanted the members of the up. Oh, I thought the Outrunners got it. You don't put your. Oh, that was a miscue. I'm gonna say if the Outrunners win this, that kills all my theories. Check out, man. Oh no! It looks like two. Oh, I really thought the Young Bucks had it there when he pulled up the ropes. Yeah, Truth Magnum. And this is where they do their finishing move. Okay, driver. Yep. No surprise there. Your winners of this match is the Young Bucks. Dare I say, I have a feeling it's going to probably lead to the Young Bucks versus FTR. I just have a feeling, which I have to sit through another one. I know, but exactly. This is where it's probably going to get to a point where I just don't really care. Not the tag team match. It's just if it gets to FTR versus the Young Bucks, I'm just not going to really care, to be honest. But I mean, I'm still going to watch it. I think it's a good match, but that trilogy is far from over. And I think the reason the Young Bucks won is because of the partnership with Don Callis. And here comes Okada coming out in the ring. He better hope Swerve Strickland isn't alive and well, because he still has a bone to pick with him, and I do think they are going to have a match at Forbidden Door. Yeah, Roland, I did see your comment. We'll talk about what happened on Monday. I know, that's why I said, Roland, I am not surprised at all. But I would not be shocked to see Swerve Strickland come out. But here we go. Okada and the Young Bucks beating up on the Outrunners. And like I said, it would make sense for Swerve because he has a bone to pick with Okada. And what did I tell you? There he is. Actually, there's Nana. With this, he had his coffee today. And Prince Nana said, "You are in trouble." There he is. And by the way, he just came off from being at San Diego Comic-Con, along with Speedball Mike Bailey and some of the other people from AEW. But I'm really happy for Swerve is getting a lot of these opportunities. I'm really happy to see him and some of the other people thrive. Look at Prince Nana. He's running around the ring. And all three of them are attacking Okada. Oh my god, the Outrunners and Swerve. Only person that's missing is Kenny. Even Nana feels the Holy Spirit. I think Okada may be getting a house call. But the Young Bucks made the save. Wait, what's he doing? What's Swerve? He's doing the Swerve stop! But it's also really telling because it kind of ties in with storytelling, because Swerve still has a beef with the Young Bucks because he screwed him at Dynasty, and he also has a beef to take on with Okada. I don't know why, but I have a feeling next week on Dynamite it's going to be probably a trios match with Swerve and the Outrunners taking on. Well, no, not the Young Bucks because they got a tournament to do. So We'll see what the outcome is. The fans go nuts for Swerve. Nana should have got some. Oh, and here is Mark Briscoe with Renee Paquette in her Canadian tuxedo. And I'm sure she's going to be talking to him about his match with Ricochet tonight. Oh. Well, it looks like Mark Briscoe wants MJF, but here comes Ricochet with Gates of Agony.
Listen to me. Let me forewarn you. I feel like a whole different man, a whole different animal than I was at Revolution.
Revolution? I thought they meant double or nothing.
But it's just a fraction of what I got from you, MJF. MJF, you're a prostitute. Show Ricochet respect.
Hey. Are they really messing with Mark Briscoe? Yeah, the Gates of Agony acted so tough with Mark Briscoe, but they don't know exactly, Boza. But I'm going to say this. You don't want to mess with Mark Briscoe because he always has backup with the conglomeration. And it's going right to commercial, which I'm okay with that. All right, so let me see. Sunday after doesn't try to cash in, it's surprising. Yeah, Boza. I just hope they don't do it like. I just hope they don't bombard it the same way. Excuse me, with Christian. So we all see how Christian Cage cashed that in at Revolution. It was a mess. And I'm looking at all these comments. Roland Bird had a question. Courtney, what was your reaction on Raw when you saw Bronson Reed took off the OTC shoes? It's crazy. Since we were on commercial, we're talking a little bit about it. It's actually very interesting because we were just talking about this on WWT earlier today. And I do think, because we already seen what Braun Breaker could do and Bronson Reed, but it was a bold move. And even when Braun Breaker said, you see these cameras? They work for me. You see all these people? They bark for me. And you see this ring? This is my yard. I think it really tells a lot of Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker that they can actually stand on their own without Seth Rollins, and also destroying two of your top superstars in Roman Reigns and main event Jey Uso. And I think it does kind of really help them out and building a lot of momentum getting into SummerSlam this weekend. Now, of course, the question is who's going to need to win a lot more, Jey and Roman or the Brawns? Now, we know after SummerSlam, Roman is going to be taking time off because he's doing a movie. I believe him and Cody are going to be starring the same movie after SummerSlam, but it would only be fair to give it to the Brawns, because that can actually build momentum and continuing their terror throughout the entire WWE locker room. Hey, it's a bold statement. It did remind you of like when you were a kid and you were bullied, like you had nice sneakers on and that bully would come in and try to take it. So that's kind of how it made me feel. But they made a bold statement. So, hi, Brandon86. Thank you for joining on Timeless Elite Wednesday with yours truly, your PR princess, Stone Cold Courtney, whatever you want to call me. It's been a really fun one. I mean, we just had a tag team title eliminator match to kick off the final week of residency in Chicago. I just can't believe it ended so fast. And also, I want to get your honest opinion on how did you feel about this residency so far in Chicago? Because you have to remember they started this after All In. Oh yes, it actually. Yes, so we did talk about that because MJF is part of Happy Gilmore 2, which is out now on Netflix. It is out now on Netflix with MJF, and he has a contract. Oh, and we're going backstage with MJF because we saw what happened between the Hurts and MJF. But let's go backstage and see it. Oh, God. Because we know Bobby Lashley does not like it. And Shelton Benjamin. I can tell you, Shelton Benjamin still looks good at 50 years old and can still put it in the ring. That's why people like him and respect him. But I'll never forget his crazy matches. And he's still together with Charlie Haas. Oh. Whoa. Well. Well. Whoa. Well. I really thought that was going to last a little longer. I really thought that was going to last longer, but I guess I was wrong. Yeah. Yeah, because MVP's a businessman. I mean, MVP. Yeah, he is a businessman, MVP. But switching gears, we are going to hear from Christian Cage. He's going to be in the ring with Toni Schiavone after what happened with the betrayal from the rest of the patriarchy at All in Texas. So, but unexpectedly, Adam Copeland came to help. So he told Christian to go find himself. So I'm very curious on what Christian has to say. And this is going to be probably leading up to supposedly Edge and Christian reuniting again at All Out in Toronto. And I will say this, if they're going to reunite, and if it's going to be them versus FTR, it has to be the main event. I mean, I know you want the AEW title, but that has to be the main event. So let's hear what Toni Schiavone and Christian Cage have to say. Let's see what he has to say. Whoa! No surprise there. Well, you said it proudly. That's step number one, admitting. Mm. So he's one with feelings. That is true. Him and Ed Chip talked about this when they were growing up. That is true. He's made a lot of enemies since he's been here. He's made a lot. He's been a lot of enemies. Ha, drop the word opportunist. I feel like they know each other so well. You can tell they know each other so well. They have an unbreakable bond. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh boy. This is where it's going to get very interesting. Mm. Oh boy. Well, he disowns Kip and Nick Wayne. Very interesting words from Christian Cage himself. All of that to say you can't. I know, you would think at least he could have either dropped an F-bomb or said screw you or anything else. He did drop the F-bomb to Adam Copeland, and here is Mother Wayne. Oh, there's Mother Wayne. Ooh, Christian was smart. Oh, and Nick, they learned so much from Christian Cage. They know all the tools so well. Oh boy. And they're really going to do the concerto the same way they did it at All In Texas. Oh boy. Is it not good for Christian? Oof, concerto. Oof. Yeah, but Kip and Nick Wayne saying, I disown you. Oh boy. Well, this is going to be interesting. All of this because she didn't like that Christian said through you. She wants to say, I guess here is our fee for the Ring of Honor. Woo! I really thought Moxley and Hangman was the main event, but it looks like that match is up next. And I'm very surprised that that's not the main event. So I'm very curious on what is the main event. Because I'm going to tell you something. It is a weird layout because I really thought Mox and Hangman were the main event because they were hyping this match so much. And I was like, oh, okay, the main event. I could deal with that. I would, you know what would be really interesting? It would be really interesting if you had the ladies close out tonight's main event. I would not have, look, if it's not Ricochet, if you have the ladies close out on the Dynamite of their Chicago residency, I would be sold. Because there were times where he did have some ladies in there. I know. It just was so soon. I guess because they wanted to do it since technically this was their final Dynamite of their Chicago residency. I guess they wanted to end this off with a bang. So, well, I guess so. I hope not yet because I know, because like I said, not just Athena, but MJF, I just don't want them to like drop the ball the same way they did with Christian when he cashed in at Revolution, and we all know how that went. I just don't want them to like execute this poorly. But we shall see. Yep, and Bosa, just to let you know, they will also be in Chicago, because as I mentioned this earlier on WWT Live, they will be back in Chicago. They will be back in Chicago for World's End in 2025. Their final pay-per-view of the year. They'll end it with a bang where they are back at, you guessed it, Chicago. So great way to start that. We know All Out's going to be in Toronto this year. We know Wrestle Dream is going to be in St. Louis. We just don't know the confirmed city of Full Gear just yet. Yeah, that's all good, Boza. But we still don't know the confirmed city for Full Gear. We're still waiting on that. But so far, those are the cities that have been announced so far for 2025. But yeah, it's past 8:30. It's gonna be very interesting to see. And I feel like this match should probably, it has to be under an hour, this match, because I feel like for this one it needs a lot of mayhem, a lot of everything. Everyone is banned from ringside. But don't be shocked if you see Darby Allin lurking in the balcony like Sting was in WCW. I would not be shocked if Darby Allin did that, but we shall see. And also, as Excalibur, Tony Schiavone, and Taz are talking about the attack that happened moments ago with Christian Cage getting the concerto from Nick Wayne and Kip Sabian. I don't know about the Ring of Honor television belt because, we got this Weasel Stokely and FTR. So apparently Adam Copeland's banned from the building. Yeah, and then he called out the Hurt Syndicate and called out their opponents for tomorrow, the Bang Bang Gang, Juice Robinson and Austin Gunn. Young Bucks and FTR. I told ya. Stokely, what is Stokely doing? Okay, that was really interesting. I mean, like I said, I would not be shocked if the tournament ends between the Young Bucks and FTR. I mean, for me, I could care less about the trilogy, but who am I to say? Oh, look at that. I can't believe it. Every single security person is surrounding the ring, and everybody is banned from ringside, but I just have a feeling this is going to end not so great. This is going to pretty much not end pretty. So, but yeah. We have the World's Heavyweight title rematch. Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley, Hangman Adam Page. And why do I feel like they're going to go to the big dance? They're going to go another round at Forbidden Door. Because Forbidden Door is coming up shortly. Because we're getting closer to August. Yeah, I mean, he is. I mean, when you have security out there, everybody's banned from ringside because there's just a lot of chaos happening. There's a lot of mayhem. I know. It's just yeah, I know. It's very interesting. I wouldn't be shocked on that, but also gonna be mine. Actually, you know what, Boza? I would not be shocked. It's gonna be an overrun, but it just depends on how long the overrun is gonna be. But like I said, I know we have 2 matches promoted. But I would at least like the ladies to get some TV opportunity, along with, of course, Ricochet and Mark Briscoe. So, yeah, usually we're lucky if overruns 10 to 15. I think, yeah, one time it did go 30. And I think that was only because the Dynamite 5-year anniversary, and it was Okada versus Bryan Danielson. That's the one time I know it was surpassed that. I think they kept going until they couldn't go no more. But I'm pretty sure they have had many overruns in the past. But yeah, Jon Moxley, and he's just waiting for the reigning World Heavyweight Champion, Hangman Adam Page. Yep, it was that match. It was that match that headlined the show. I could not forget that match because I was live streaming that match. I said, you know what? Let's go on. We can't go on anymore. But here comes Hangman with his cowboy gear. I don't think they're going to have Hangman have a short reign. I mean, I know everybody thinks Mox is desperate for ring number 5, but I would like for Hangman to at least have a good solid reign than he had in his previous one, since I didn't watch AEW during the period he had his first reign. But here we go. Rematch. Everyone is banned from ringside. Moxley, Hangman. I thought at least this would be the main event. I really thought this was going to be the main event, but I guess Tony Khan fooled everybody. He can be a little bit devious when he wants to be. But also, feel free in the chat, who do you guys got winning? You got Hangman still being champion, or do you think Jon Mox is going to walk out? All right, Roland Berg got Hangman Adam Page for the win. I think Hangman's going to retain. I just can't see him losing because he just won it. But one of the biggest prize that AEW has is for their championship. And here we go. 1-on-1, everyone is banned from ringside. Oh, here we go. Here comes Hangman. Hangman's coming in. The angry cowboy himself. Here we go. Ooh, Hangman putting Moxley in a chokehold. Moxley outside the ring. Oh man, clothesline. He just put him on the barricade. Hangman's really pummeling Jon Moxley. Oh my goodness. Chop onto Moxley. Kick out made by Moxley. I will say, and I'm going to give a note on this because I know AEW's in smaller venues until November. I do like the venue that they have for Chicago. I just like the modern vintage Victoria version of it, and it's so cool that some superstars can go up on the balconies and do promos. I love that because they're doing it to smaller venues until November. I just hope they don't make the same mistake when they go back to regular venues, because hopefully you want to continue gaining a lot more revenue and money. You don't want to keep losing it. Oof, of course, Moxley putting a knee to the face on the Hangman, but this match is going to be physical. It's going to be a physical ground match. Thumb to the eye. The fans are chanting, "You tap out" to Moxley. Roland, like you said, this match could end in a draw. I would not be shocked if it did end in a 30-minute time draw. Because if it does, I have a feeling they can meet at Forbidden Door. Because there are potential storylines there. It just has to be partially executed. Like, I could see Okada versus Swerve. Maybe Mox versus Hangman, depending on the outcome of this match again. I could see maybe Caster versus Bowens at Forbidden Door. Because I've been saying this for the last couple of months. If I didn't get it all in Texas, I'm hoping I get it at Forbidden Door. And even though they have a match tomorrow, Kyle Fletcher and Dustin Rhodes, I could see them possibly going round 2 at Forbidden Door. But there's a lot of scenarios because just a friendly reminder, because I know people have been asking where Gabe Kidd is. If you have not caught up to speed in New Japan, unfortunately, due to an injury, he had to withdraw from the G1 tournament. So that's why you haven't seen him as much on television in the last couple of weeks. Because originally, he was supposed to be in the G1 tournament, but then he ended up getting serious injury. Do wish him a speedy recovery, because we don't want anybody seriously hurt. But he's still on my enemies list. And also, same with Takeshita. Takeshita is part of the G1 tournament as well. That's why we haven't seen him the last couple of weeks with the Don Callis family. But I have a feeling somewhere down the line it's going to be Takeshita versus Okada soon. They're just teasing it. They're teasing it. And look at Hangman Adam Page showing a nice high-flying offense. And the fans are really getting behind Hangman Adam Page. I will say, without the interference of the Death Riders, this actually is a solid match between these two. But it's not the first time these guys went around. Nice powerbomb by Hangman. Moxley trying to put out tactics. Had Hangman eat some steel steps. Oh, what's Moxley doing? Oh my goodness! He fell drive Hangman on the steel steps. That has to hurt. But Moxley's used to this. He enjoys suffering people through pain. And then he's talking at the camera. Oh man, Hangman took that was a tough hit, but match is on picture in picture. Even though it's part of commercial, the match is still going on live. And it's nice that they're showing a Collision tomorrow night. Which, by the way, is a reminder, it will be on tomorrow night on TNT at 8 p.m. So make sure to set your reminders, set your DVRs, whatever you want to do. Feel free. And also, before I forget, thank you guys for joining me on this Wednesday watch along. I know a lot of times people don't like AEW, they trash it. Criticism, I get it. They deserve constructive criticism. But every time you always hear people complain about it so much. But they do have some good stuff on their product. I mean, yes, they've had some moments, but I'm happy to spend it with all of you on this watch along for AEW Dynamite as they had the final week of their Chicago residency. Thanks for bringing us a great. Oh, thank you. Yes, myself and Honey. SummerSlam is this weekend. I know I said I won't be on WWT on Friday because it looks like I may be doing some initiatives to help promote SummerSlam. So I'm very excited and also excited to spend time with Honey as well. We got to meet in person during 90s Wrestling Con. So it's always fun to spend some time with her in person whenever we get the chance to. And I'm just happy SummerSlam is in my backyard this year. And also, we have indie shows this weekend. We have WrestleCon happening this weekend. So many superstars are coming to WrestleCon, like Deonna Purrazzo, Harley Cameron, Anthony Bowens, Will Ospreay, Kazuchika Okada. My client, Toni Storm, will be there. Maria Kanellis, Francine, Victoria, so many people. The Hardys will be there. So it's going to be so fun. It's going to be a jam-packed weekend for the biggest event of the summer. So do not. And also, because I did say I would drop another post of Westside Gun tomorrow because he's honoring a wrestler not known for his ring skills, but also his MC skills. And it's also his birthday tomorrow. So he's going to have a platinum-filled birthday. And no, it's not Swerve Strickland. So you just got to wait until tomorrow. But we are back live with the AEW World Heavyweight title. Jon Moxley, Hangman Adam Page. Pretty much everybody's waiting from ringside. I thought this was going to be the main event. But it looks like I would not be shocked. Well, I would not be shocked if it was Ricochet and Mark Briscoe, but it would be cool to see the ladies close out the show. I think it would be awesome, considering the fact that the ladies did close on Collision this past weekend. I wouldn't mind it. Jon Moxley giving the finger to the fan base. Oh, joy! Look at Adam Page. His face is like in a trance. He's like, I'm used to these kicks. And Moxley trying to talk trash. But Hangman stopping him. He has his foot. Courtney, which SummerSlam match are you most excited to see? Oh, that's a really interesting question regarding SummerSlam this weekend. So, I mean, obviously, all the ladies' matches. I mean, gotta be in support of the ladies. I'm very excited to see Dominic versus AJ Styles for the Intercontinental title. Always gotta show love to the mid-card titles. Gotta show love to them. And obviously, of course, they're finally putting what we've been asking for since WrestleMania, the tag team titles on the PLEs. And it's a TLC match, and it's going to happen on the 25th anniversary of the first Tables, Ladders, and Chairs match. I'm so excited. I just hope all 6 of these teams steal the show. I mean, I know everybody's psyched with John versus Cody, the Braun Bonds against Roman Reigns, and Jay, and Gunther versus CM Punk, but I'm always excited to see the ladies, but also the TLC match. I think that match is definitely going to steal the show. And I'm also excited to see the triple threat match between Naomi, Io, and Rhea, along with Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch. So those are a few of the matches I like for SummerSlam. But oh, and speaking of this, Jon Moxley is destroying the announcer table. It's just anytime I see announcers desk, whether it be like any major promotion, WWE, TNA, or AEW, it makes me think of JD McDonough. And after what happened with him taking that hit and having a collapsed lung, Jon Moxley. But here comes Adam Page, dead eye on the announcer's desk. We knew this was going to be physical with these two. Tony, look at Tony. Tony Schiavone's face says it all. He's like, "Where's my headset?" Oh my god! Did a dead eye on the announcer table. Oh my god. Jon Moxley is not out yet. He is not out yet. Oh, nice moonsault. A nice counter by Hangman. Kick out made. I would not be shocked if he was bloody, Moxley. But that just shows the multi-athleticism of Hangman Adam Page. And he's not a one-trick pony. What's Hangman thinking? Bryan Danielson is not there. Here comes Moxley with his submission holds. Hi, Matthew Garcia. Thank you for joining on Timeless Elite Wednesdays. I mean, as much as we love to see Seth Rollins cashing in his Money in the Bank, he's going to be out for quite some time because he is dealing with a knee injury that happened at Saturday night's main event. He shared it when he was guest hosting the Rich Eisen show that he's going to be out for quite some time. Check it with MRI because we don't know the status of his, but do wish Seth Rollins a speedy and healthy recovery. Like I said, if the women are main eventing Dynamite, I would not be offended by it. I would be okay with it. Oh, Hangman has a submission move on his own. And what's he going to do here? They're really trying to say he has to. I don't know if John's going to do tap out number 2 like the way he did it all in Texas because there's no chain wrapped around his neck. Because the minute he had that chain wrapped around his neck, he did tap out. John's rolling to the nearest rope and he put his foot on the rope. There's a reason why he's a 4-time AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Hi, Mako Vasquez. Thank you for joining on Timeless Elite Wednesday, and I'm happy to be on this stream with all of you. This has been a very fun match. Oh, and thank you, Boza, for counting. Oh, 15, 20 minutes. So, halfway through the almost at the 38-minute mark. Like I said, I would not be shocked if this ended in a draw. And if they have another round at Forbidden Door. Ooh, another pile driver outside of the ring. That's crazy. Oof. And the crowd is going wild. Kick out by Hangman. Hangman is not quitting. Hangman is not quitting. I wouldn't be surprised if those two matches that were announced for tonight are pushed to tomorrow to fill up. Yeah, that is true. I would not be shocked either. Because just realizing that there's only 3 matches in Collision, and I don't think they want to do that, because I would believe Dustin and Kyle would be the main event for tomorrow in that street fight. I wouldn't be shocked if they have one match after this. It's like a slap fest with these two. They're slapping each other, punching each other. Something has to give. And Moxley throwing a tirade in the ring. He's like, come on, is that the best you got? If a match is cut, is the women or Ricochet versus Briscoe? Whoa, that's a tough call. Oh, nice moonsault by Hangman Adam Page. Going back to your question, Boza, that's a tough one because they've already did Ricochet versus Briscoe already. They probably hyped up the match a bit. And also, they want to fill the storyline between Mark and MJF. It hurts my heart because I don't want to see the ladies get cut. Because I would, and the referee is out. And I smell some, I know everyone is banned from ringside, but this is where I smell some shenanigans in this match. I smell something. But the referee knocked out, and yes, I know security is like there, but wait, oh, look at that. Claudio and Wheeler Yuta. I'm not surprised at all one bit. Not surprised at all. And there's Marina Shafir having the belt to Moxley. And he hit him with the belt. I'm telling you right now, if Hangman loses, this is going to be the worst short reign for him. But Hangman kicked out. Hangman's still in this. And I think this is where Darby Allin's going to come in. Because Darby Allin's been stalking the entire Death Riders. It would be nice if Willow came out to the ring because she still has unfinished business with Marina Shafir, and I wanted her to have a match. I want those two to have a match. Tony Khan, what's wrong with you? I need them to have a match. Oh, is she banned? And Marina Shafir, she's out of there. But I would not be shocked if she beat up security. I would not be shocked. And she's an MMA fighter? Yeah. But it would be nice for Willow to choke her out. That would be kind of hilarious if she did come out and choked her. But I know she has issues with Tekla. Well, I can tell you, Marina's irate. But that would have been funny if like Willow came in and just choked her. I just want to see some of the ladies. And like I said, I would not be shocked if Hobbs and there he is, Darby Allin, coming off the top rope, and he's been stalking the Death Riders the last couple weeks. He's been stalking them. I feel like it's gonna be Hangman and Darby teaming up. See, you can't put it past Darby Allin. Yeah, Roland Bird. It's not that simple. Buckshot Larry. Yeah, holy, you know what, Darby Allin. Uh-oh, Moxley has a submission hold. See, they should have had Moxley end with a buckshot, and that would have been it. Deadeye. And then he has to do the buckshot. And this has to be it. 1, 2, 3. And your winner of this match, Hangman Adam Page, still champion. Yeah, let Hangman be champion for a while. I want him to continue being champion. But Darby Allin, that man, and he still has issues with the entire faction of the Death Riders. So I think him and Hangman are going to team up to take on oh yeah, we have to see because MJF has the contract for the AEW World title. Well, I'm happy it did not end in a draw. And Darby Allin's been stalking the Death Riders. It's just only a matter of time. But congratulations to Hangman. Whew. Well, the good news is we still have 2 more matches on the card. I know, but I think because they want the other 2 matches advertised. I think they want these last 2 matches on Dynamite because they were already advertised. And I would feel sad if my client didn't show up on AEW Dynamite because she's the reigning and defending women's champion. She deserves to be on Dynamite. But they're showing the replay on how this happened. Marina Shafir tried to come out and help Moxley, Yuta, and Claudio, even though everybody was banned from ringside. I remember Cena versus Michaels in 07 in London. That went 1 hour and they had to bump. Oh, yeah, they did go an hour. Yeah, it's going to be very curious because I'm pretty sure somewhere him and Darby are going to probably team up and do something. But I would not be shocked if they get some help from New Japan as well to help destroy the Death Riders because Gabe Kidd, he's out with an injury. So you're what? He's still the champ. He is still your champion. Congratulations to Hangman Adam Page. And it's hard to believe we're almost at 9:30. Where has the time gone? And then they're showing the TNT Championship match tomorrow on Collision. Kyle Fletcher taking on Dustin Rhodes. And that rivalry's been brewing up since All In Texas. Hi, Lewis Johnson. Thank you for joining on Timeless Elite Wednesday. I mean, Blake, technically she still is because I have nothing against her. I'm happy she's living her dream, formerly known as Mariah May, and she's doing her thing. I am now thinking Hangman won't defend it at all, and it will be, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Boza, because I feel like for this one, this is going to be more than the AEW World's Heavyweight title. It's pretty much all about taking over power and supremacy within AEW, because one side you're going to have Hangman and Darby, and I'm pretty sure you're going to add probably Shibata and Powerhouse Hobbs onto the team. And depending on where Samoa Joe is with his injury, they're going to probably be included taking on the Death Riders. So that'll be very interesting to see. Woo! Well, you know what? I hope they give both these last two matches equal amount of time. They both deserve equal amount of time, those matches, and plus it's going to be an overrun anyway. But thank you for joining with me on Timeless Elite Wednesday. Not CEO Wednesday. I don't care what Ced has to say. Not my fault you're still being salty. I mean, my client, she beat Mercedes Moné. Fair and square. She beat Mercedes Moné fair and square at All In Texas. So, I'm just saying. Don't be salty at me. I'm just saying. Because my client doesn't need 8 belts. I mean, congratulations, Mercedes. You doing your thing. You're doing everything that you need to do. But I'm just waiting for her to go unhinged. That's the other thing I wanted to do, go unhinged. Because, yeah, you have all 8 belts and you're doing well, but you're still sour. You're still sour over that loss. Oh, she will soon. And sometimes she has to come out. She has to come on Dynamite Collision soon. I know you're traveling all the world, lady. And plus, like, she's not gonna drop it until she breaks Jade's record. That's where I'm thinking is because she's almost there. She's almost there breaking Jade's record. And when she breaks it, then she could drop it. But we shall see. Yes, Boza, one of them is a prop, so I'm worried the women will get less time in the ring. Oh, yeah. I know, right? I hope they do get enough time because I just hope. Well, I know you're really worried, but I think they'll get a good amount of time in. Give them at least 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I know they need to stop doing this 9:30 time because they were tricking us where they kicked off the show, they ended the show, they were in the middle of the show. Because I'm already at a point where I'm sick of them being at 9:30. But we have our women's match. We have the forever Ring of Honor champion Athena and her minion Billie Starkz. I'm actually happy she is appearing on TV a lot, and I know with the fact too because we do have well, Boza, to be fair, because everything doesn't have to involve Mercedes. I know there was a few times they did kick off the show where it did include my client Toni Storm, And also, they did end the show with Megan Bayne and Chris Statlander at one point, and even though Toni was doing commentary. So there's a few times that you don't even need Mercedes. It's just you need to kind of really do that. And this is me. Like, I'm not against Mercedes, whatever. I mean, she can do whatever she wants. She lives her best life. And also with the fact, too, she put out a serious inquiry for anybody carrying her belt. So if you live in Orlando, Florida, make sure to reply back to her Twitter and don't be weird. It is true. But my latest client, Alex Windsor, is taking the ring. And also the leader of the timeless, tenacious empire, Madam Timeless herself, the reigning and defending AEW Women's Champion, Toni Storm. She's just fabulous and timeless. She's just I know. Yes, Boza, as Toni mentioned, Luther is on the injured list, so okay. Unfortunately, Luther is on injured, so but Toni's a big girl. She can handle herself. She can handle being on her own. Okay? She can handle it. How you know it? Thank you for joining on Timeless Elite Wednesdays in Ring of Honor. I never got to see you. Oh, he's talking about Athena. So, but now you got your wish. And I do like Toni's ring gear. But here we go. We have this women's tag team match. If you give him at least 20, 25 minutes, I'll be fine. Just give him a good chunk amount of time. Oh, Toni is the yes, unfortunately he is, but I think he is seriously injured, Luther. So do wish him a speedy recovery if he's legitimately hurt. So wish Luther the best. He'll be back soon. Here we go. Athena taking on her former rival, Alex Windsor. I will say they did have a really good match on Collision this past week. It was so fun. But here comes my client, the reigning, defending, and absolutely stunning women's champion. Well, that is true. You know it. I mean, I would not be shocked if Luther did turn on Toni, because the question is, who would Luther align himself with? That's the question. Who would he align himself with? Could it be Athena? Could it be Mercedes? It is writing on the wall, but I would not be shocked if it did happen. And I'm okay with that. Because if you put her back against the wall, that's when she's very dangerous. Here comes Toni with her submission against Billie Starkz. I also would not underestimate Billie Starkz either, because since she's been on wrestling, I know she wrestled on Ring of Honor, but since now she's coming into the AEW space, she has put in a lot of good work. She wrestled against Mercedes Moné. She also wrestled against Jamie Hayter in the Owen Hart Cup tournament. And she wrestled Toni Storm last week. So she's put in the work. And I did get to see her match against Athena at Ring of Honor Final Battle, and it was really, really good. I love it. I see. One of my longest clients and my newest client, Alex Windsor, they are just having so much fun. I just love these two girls. There's a reason I picked them. Athena is scary. Yeah, that is true. I ain't surprised. I would be shocked if she had more minions. See, I just love both of my clients. They are wonderful. And I will say Alex Windsor has been a fun part of being part of my client, because unfortunately I have two clients that are on the shelf, injured, reserved. Orange Cassidy, he tore his pectoral muscle. Jamie Hayter, she's been injured since Double or Nothing and don't know when she's coming back. But I'm okay with that. Oh, nice close. Ooh, nasty close by Billie Starkz. It's like cat and mouse between Athena and ooh, nice move by Alex. Give them at least 20, 25 minutes, and I'll be fine. But it looks like, because Death Before Dishonor is in September, and I would not be shocked if Alex Windsor and Athena go round 3 for Ring of Honor. Because you have to really think about it. Thunder Rosa, she's hurt. Don't know what's going to happen here. And plus, I might see them go round 3, and it'll be the final one. And Athena trying to mimic my client. But she's damn good at it. She's so good at it. The match is on picture-in-picture, but the match is still going live. Apparently, Athena rushed my client Toni Storm to the barricade. Oh my goodness. Oh, Athena. She is a special little thing. All right, Death Before Dishonor was actually moved up. Well, I mean, can't knock him for that. Really? I did see the date change because it was supposed to be in September. I kept thinking it was going to be in September, to be honest, because originally I saw the calendar, but yeah, because that's when they begin their Philadelphia residency, and I'm trying to see if I can go to a few shows in their Philly residency because I would love to attend a Dynamite, a Collision. Okay, here we go. Yep, I do see that because because I'm trying to go to a few shows at 2300 Dynamite, a Dynamite, Collision, and obviously I would love to go to Death Before Dishonor. It was supposed to. Yeah, I did see that. I did see that. Hi, Nathan Campbell. Thank you for joining on Timeless Elite Wednesday with the PR Princess, your Timeless Elite, Stone Cold Courtney, whatever you want to call me. I am here with all of you, and you are tuning in because we are picture-in-picture with the ladies. We have the Forever Ring of Honor Women's Champion Athena and her minion Billie Starkz taking on the team of my client, Toni Storm, and my newest client to the tenacious, the timeless, Tenacious Empire team, Alex Windsor. And this is actually a fun tag. So cool this match didn't lose time. I know, exactly. I'm very happy it did. So Christian Cage is back, Nathan Campbell. And to answer your point, they did provide a mention to Hulk Hogan Saturday on Collision. Tony Schiavone said a few words about Hulk Hogan and talked about, the time on WCW being on TNT when it was Monday Night Nitro. Since Tony Schiavone was around during that time, Hulk Hogan was there at WCW. So Tony said a few words on behalf of AEW. But we're back live with this tag team match. Nice tag team by Billie Starkz and Athena taking on Alex Windsor. Oh man, both ladies are down, and both these ladies have to make. Billie Starkz made the tag to Athena, and Athena's just really putting the gas on Alex. And it's really crazy because we're talking about Alex Windsor. If you did not know, that is the Mrs., well, soon to be Mrs. to Will Ospreay. And Will Ospreay is going to be at WrestleCon this weekend. So I'm trying to see if I can get an interview with him because a lot of people don't know. He's actually a co-producer of a women's wrestling promotion in the UK, which is really cool because a lot of people don't know that. But also with the fact, too, maybe trying to see if we can get an interview with his missus because she has an incredible story to tell where a lot of people don't know. She's very well known in the UK independent world. She tore her ACL for a bit and made a strong comeback. And I think it would be cool to do an exclusive interview on WWT because obviously we care about women's wrestling and always want to tell the story. And a kick to the face by my client, Toni Storm. Athena. Ooh, nice clothesline by Alex Windsor. Like I said, I would not be shocked if these two met again at Death Before Dishonor. I would not be shocked because this is actually, I mean, I hate to say this is kind of a nice, cool segue story that you have for Ring of Honor because, of course, we're going to have Hechicero taking on Bandino for the Ring of Honor World title. And the tag is made to my client, Toni Storm, and she's taking out Billie Starkz. And I do love her wrestling outfit. Ooh, she got the hips. I know Juice Robinson is backstage so proud of his wife, Toni Storm. And make sure to check out his close-up interview with Renee Paquette. He does talk about the story and how him and Toni met. And I think that's just really, really cute. And he still loves her to this day. And I love hearing stories about that. The crowd is going nuts for my client. See, she doesn't need Luther. She doesn't need Luther. But like I said, Athena, she put her a finishing move. Holy shit. Athena picked up a win against my client, Toni Storm. I'm going to call it right here. I have a feeling they're going to meet. I have a feeling she's going to cash that in a Forbidden Door. She's going to cash that sucker in. And look, Billie Starkz taking on Alex Windsor. Why do I know, right? If not London, they're going to Bill. I know they are really going. I just hope they don't do it the same way they did with Christian. That's what I'm very nervous about. I'm very, very nervous about that. But if she's going for that belt, she has to drop that Ring of Honor title. That's why I would not mind seeing her versus Alex Windsor for round 3 at Death Before Dishonor. But I also do like the segue of this story playing out because, like I said, Alex still has some unfinished business with Athena. So does Toni. Oh, and we see Renee Paquette talking to Hangman Adam Page about his condition. And look, there's MJF coming in. Oh, he said Mark Briscoe. So MJF has to give you Mark Briscoe. Hangman would do it too. He would do it. Will Ospreay was this close to do it. Called him a coward. Woo! Called him a coward. I could see Athena. I could see Athena using this one to challenge Toni. That could be a possibility because that's only, like I said, it's only if they don't bring in like somebody from New Japan or Stardom into this, because I know the Forbidden Door is unlocked. Also, it would be interesting too if they did bring in somebody from New Japan or Stardom, if somebody from Athena's past. That would be very interesting because she has wrestled in Japan and she has wrestled in Stardom. So she's used to that. She's used to that environment. Unless Sorry doesn't defend the IWGP Women's. Exactly. I mean, I could see AZM defending the New Japan Strong Women's title. It's just who, because I know our wonderful mayor has been itching for Mercedes to get back that belt. I don't even know. But we shall see on that. But up next is your main event. Your main event for AEW Dynamite tonight. The final Dynamite of the Chicago residency. I feel like these weeks have went so quick. And it has been a fun residency. It has been a fun time being with all of you, experiencing Chicago through Dynamite and Collision. So I do want to thank everybody for their time and effort. And yeah. Yeah, that is true. He wants what Toni has, but I will say this: I want to see a lot of character development from her, because even though she's collecting all these belts, deep down she's gonna be unhinged, because this is where the doubt creeps in. Doubt starts to creep in, and then she goes on this crazed heel. I wouldn't mind seeing another side of Mercedes that we hadn't seen before. I would not mind it at all. So, we shall see. Because trust me, I will be ready. I know, I want that growth too. I'm waiting for her to admit. Exactly. It's just a matter of time on when that's supposed to happen, because I know deep down she is very salty over her first loss, especially for being Toni Storm. So it's only a matter of time. Oh, and here's Willow Nightingale with Alicia. I love Willow Nightingale. She's so fun. She is so fun. I try to imagine her, the conversation she has with Tony Khan. Ooh, so tomorrow it will be Tekla taking on Willow Nightingale tomorrow on Collision. Yes, Bosie, you're correct. And Willow's been saying this since last week. She wants her hands on Tekla. It's going to be very interesting because it's going to be her and Queen Amanada wants a piece of them. But Megan Payne is entered into this mix. So I'm trying to think how that is going to go with the fact Thunder Rosa is taking a break. I don't know what's going on with Chris Statlander and Willow. Jamie Hayter is going to be out. Don't know when she's coming back. Penelope Ford is also injured. So it's going to be very interesting on how this is going to play. I just don't want to see it. Here's the thing. I have nothing against 8 women tag matches, but week after week after week, it's just, let's ease it because there's a lot of storylines to play out here within this women's division. And really want to see that. Ricochet taunting the fans, and the fans are calling him bald. But here comes Mark Briscoe, and Hangman Adam Page said before he would love to give a title shot to Mark Briscoe, who he's admired for a decade. I wouldn't mind it. But as I said, the announcement, Saturday, December 27th, World's End will be back in Chicago, Illinois at the Now Arena. Pre-sale begins Thursday, September 4th. So make sure to circle that day if you want to come to the Windy City. Spend a few days celebrating the end of 2025 and entering 2026. Feel free. Roland Bird already put in Mark Briscoe for the win. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Mark Briscoe for the win. The fans love him. The fans love him. They respect him. And I do like this growth. And I mean, Mark has always been lovable, fun, and just so charismatic and gives out great advice. But I love that the switch has been flipped. And since he's been feuding with MJF the last couple of weeks, it's nice to see another side of him where, yes, he is respectful, but you do not want to cross him. And he said some things about MJF that I never even heard him say before. And I like it. I really do like it. It also cares on what the rest of the conglomeration is going to do because, excuse me, if you saw what happened this past Saturday on Collision, Ish and Hologram picked up a win and got some money along with the Outrunners. And Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick came in and wanted to use that money for Roderick's birthday. So I would not be shocked if there was fiction within the conglomeration because I want my guy Orange Cassidy back. But I know he's recovering from injury. He was actually at the red carpet for the movie Naked Gun over the weekend. He was there. Chuck Taylor and Hook were there, of course, representing AEW over the weekend, but along with the red carpet. So, am seeing him well. It's just, the timeline on his recovery, and also when's he coming back. I'm surprised the Gates of Agony are not at ringside. Mark Briscoe didn't phase him. He's like, "Is that what you got?" I'm picking Mark Briscoe for the win. Mark is just so fun to watch. But I want to say I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised the Gates of Agony are not at ringside, but I'm sure they're going to be at ringside somewhere down the line. Hopefully we get to see a little appearance from the conglomeration. And they're chanting bald at Ricochet. They've been chanting that for the last couple months, even when he was facing off against Zach Gowen at Beach Break. But Ricochet's been embracing the baldness. But like I said, it has been a fun, timeless Elite Wednesday with me. I don't think I'm going to do a watch along tonight because I am tired. The Timeless Elite needs some sleep. And look who it is, the Gates of Agony. I also do want to give a shout out to Bishop Khan because he wrestled at Ashe Wrestling over the weekend, where our own professor did commentary for that. And Bishop Khan wrestled. Oh boy, the Gates of Agony. It's pretty much 3-on-1 at this point. It would be nice. Ugh. If I get this right. But congratulations to Bishop Khan on winning the Pan African World Diaspora Championship match at Ashe over the weekend. You can also check out Ashe 10 from this past weekend on YouTube. And if you have not seen Bishop Khan wrestle, please do. He will be back at Ashe September 6th at Ashe 11. So congratulations to him on picking up a win. And I love seeing wrestlers, especially since they're in major promotions. I love seeing them wrestle in independent scene. It's so fun. It's very, very fun to see that. So we are doing picture in picture. We have Ricochet and Mark Briscoe. What is Ricochet doing? I think it looks like he's doing some breakdancing. Oh my god. I mean, Ricochet got some moves. He should do a career in breakdancing for a bit. He got some moves in him. It's hard to believe we're almost wrapping up things with Timeless Elite Wednesday. But like I said, I'm not going to do a post show because I am tired. It's been a long, long day for me and trying to get myself ready because this weekend is the biggest event of the summer and I want to make sure my energy level is right there. So I want to make sure the energy's there. And also, friendly reminder, AEW Collision will be tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on TNT Live. It will not be on this Saturday. It'll be on tomorrow. So make sure to set your DVR, set your reminders. And we're back live with our main event. on the final Dynamite of the Chicago residency. Mark Briscoe, Ricochet, one-on-one, and of course we see the Gates of Agony at ringside. Ricochet has a steel chair trying to threaten the referee. But I would not be shocked if members of the conglomeration came in to help out Mark Briscoe, but the referee's taking the chair. Kick out made. Right, you don't want to make Mark Briscoe angry. That's the one thing you don't want to do. What's Mark Briscoe doing? What's he doing? Oh, in the Gates of Agony. Oh boy. Oh, nice move by Ricochet. Doing a tippy flop. Oh, shooting star press. Kick out made by Mark Briscoe. I thought it would be nice for Mark to get a win because I know the last time they met, because it was crazy in their promo earlier tonight. They kept saying Revolution, and I was like, they met at Double or Nothing in a stretcher match. I was like, I hope somebody corrected that because I was like, I can't recall them meeting at Revolution, or unless somebody can tell me. But they are showing matches for the World Tag Team title Eliminator match tomorrow. It has been confirmed. Willow Nightingale against Tekla on Collision. Of course, we have the street fight for the TNT Championship. Kyle Fletcher taking on Dustin Rhodes. Chris Statlander will be there tomorrow in action. I'm sure she's going to be watching Willow's match because I'm trying to think what's going on with them, but I don't know. I mean, Chris Statlander with the Death Riders. And Ricochet's trying to conflict more damage. He got the chair. He's clapping. I think he's going to go air. Cannonball off the air. Oh. Mark Briscoe's feeling it from the fans. Nice clothesline by Mark Briscoe. Ooh, nice move by Ricochet. Kick out made by Mark Briscoe. Oh, and look at the Gates of Agony. They're trying to get involved. I know there has to be members of the conglomeration coming out. Gotta have the backup. Oh, well, oh, look, their opponents. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Their opponents, Brody King, Ring of Honor champion Bandito, getting ready for tomorrow night on Collision. That actually makes a lot more sense because at least like it kind of builds up for their match tomorrow. See, right there on AEW Collision. Oh, I will say Bandito has been fun to watch. He's just been so fun. And he speaks English too. Oh, I thought Mark Briscoe had the small package. Ooh, kick to the face by Ricochet. Another kick. Ooh, is Mark gonna end it here? Insecurity. Ooh, that was a nasty clothesline by Mark Briscoe. He wants to end this match. And this has to be end right here. 2, 3. And your winner of this match is Mark Briscoe. Woo! Congratulations to Mark Briscoe. He picked up a huge signature victory over Ricochet and got some payback from his match at Double or Nothing in that stretcher match. Congratulations to him. Oh, and Mark Briscoe is going to say something on the mic. Let's see what he has to say. Ooh, Mark Briscoe's calling out MJF. I kind of like the side of Mark Briscoe. Why do I feel like Briscoe and MJF are going to have a match at Forbidden Door? I feel like they're. I feel like they're going to meet at Forbidden Door. That's just me. Oh my goodness. Well, here comes MJF. But I would not be shocked if he came from behind. I'm not surprised he's doing it from backstage. He called Hangman Seabiscuit. Why did I call him a Mark? Make it? Oh, no surprise there. MJF did nothing. I can't believe he did a shirt. MJF did nothing wrong. So it looks like next week. It's funny, he could dish it out, but he can't take it. And he has this lovely diamond ring. Oh, here comes Hangman. He's back! The champ is back! I didn't think he would come back. I didn't think he was going to come back. Oh my goodness. Briscoe's going crazy. I'm sorry. I just love it the way MJF runs. I'm just laughing. I'm just laughing at the way he runs. Runs like a scared rabbit. So next week on Dynamite, it'll be Mark Briscoe versus MJF in the main event. Yep, it's official next week. And they're in Cleveland. Oh my goodness. I know, Roland. I said this before and I'll say this again. MJF is a great athlete, but he's a big fat jerk. He's a big fat jerk who has zero regrets. Great athlete, great champion. He's just a jerk. But that was actually an interesting way, a solid way to end Dynamite on the final one of Chicago residency. It has been a fun time with all of you. I'm not gonna do a post show because I'm really tired, and you probably got a lot of action from me today. Because between doing WWT earlier and even this one, I am tired. And I guess the energy sucked it right out of me because there was just so much action. But I do want to thank all of you for joining with me on this timeless Elite Wednesday, not CEO Wednesday, because Ed can do it whatever he wants. He thinks he can take over my show. That ain't happening. Because I'm still, in the words of Elton John, I am still standing. I do want to give a shout out to people in the chat. Shout outs to Eddie Foster, Boza, Roland Bird, Brandon86 popped in, Aaron Teagle. I want to make sure I didn't forget anybody. Michael Vasquez, Matthew Garcia. I want to Nathan Campbell. I'm very happy to spend time with all of you. It's been really fun, and I give tonight's Dynamite a solid 9 out of 10. It did what it's supposed to do. It checked all the boxes. It's just the setting part was very weird because I can understand. Because at first I thought it was going to be Hangman versus Moxley for the main event, But I can understand why they put it in the middle of the show just to heat it up, and then the main event happened. So I can understand that. It was definitely good. There are cooking up some storylines happening as we continue the road to Forbidden Door. Friendly reminder, tomorrow AEW Collision will be at 8 p.m. live on TNT. Just a friendly reminder on programming. But like I said, it has been so fun to be with all of you. You can always follow me on WWT. I appear sporadically as I can. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays in any way I can. I will not be on Friday because I will be... Unfortunately, I arrived here to say what a disappointing tonight. Well, Terry M., I'm highly sad that you did not enjoy tonight's episode. It wasn't in your favor, but I enjoyed tonight's episode. It was a solid episode. It did what it needed to do, but you know, I mean, that's just you. And like I said earlier, AEW is not everyone's cup of tea. And if you don't like the product or anything about it, just, in the words of Kendrick, just turn the TV off. It's not that hard to do. If you don't like AEW, don't watch it. But as I said, you can always... I'm on Chirping periodically on WWT Live. I will not be on WWT Live on Friday because myself and Honey, we will be taking care of some festivities in honor of SummerSlam this weekend. So we'll be out and about trying to get some content in for WWT. So make sure to check us out anyway. Also, every Wednesday, Timeless Elite Wednesday with me. It's gonna be a fun one. Well, it's always fun. It's always fun when you're with me. But next weekend, they're in Cleveland, Ohio, and we did get a match put in, MJF versus Briscoe. That's gonna be a fun match. And we're just getting ready for the road to Forbidden Door. Just getting ready. Make sure to follow me at CourtneyNJ11 because I have content up. Feel free to check out my latest post where I did with Westside Gunn because it was his birthday this past weekend. I'm also doing another post tomorrow of Westside Gunn giving flowers to a wrestler that's not only good in the ring, but also good for his MC skills outside the ring. And no, it's not Swerve Strickland. It's actually a wrestler tomorrow, and he's ready to have a platinum-filled birthday tomorrow. So just gonna have to wait and see who it is. But thank you guys for joining with me on Timeless Elite Wednesday. And this is Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet. Have a great evening. Be safe, and I will see you next week.
Thanks for joining WWT. Don't forget to like us on all social media platforms at WW Talk Pod. Like and subscribe on all video and audio platforms, like yesterday, my G. And check out our website at www.talkpod.com. Thanks for watching Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling network on the planet.